Amplify Science Plate in Motion Unit, Chapter 3, Lesson 3.4, Writing About Mesosaurus. So we begin in the warm-up. You're going to return back to the simulator you've used in this unit throughout the first three chapters, this time modeling what is happening with the Mesosaurus fossils on the South American African plates. Grab a screenshot, upload it, and hand that in. In step 2, we have 3 evidence cards. They're only presenting it to you on the screen. There is nothing to give you physically in class, but evidence card A, B, and C, you examine, making notes about the evidence, which will transition you to planning your writing, in which at the end of the unit, at the end of the lesson, you're responding back to the museum about what you think they should, how they should explain the Mesosaurus fossils in their exhibit. So there's claim 1 and claim 2. Choose one. You fill in the reasoning tool here as to which claim it supports and the reasoning why. And then once you've had some time to do that and you hand that in, we, the teachers, are going to have you watch the paleontologist that we met earlier in the unit explain how the Indian plate has moved over time and how that affects the fossils there. In addition to that, we just take a moment to remind you that you're responding in step 4. The writing that you're going to do is a response back to the messages you've received from Dr. Moraga about the Namibia exhibit of the Mosasaurus fossils and what has happened to them through time. Then we set you to work in step 4 in actually responding back in writing. And once you've handed that in, then there is a self-assessment, because we are at the end of chapter 3 of 4 chapters, and chapter 4 is really about refining the written and verbal argument that you're going to do. So you want to evaluate how comfortable you are with everything at this point. Do you know what's going on? Are you aware of what's happening with the fossils? So answer the questions honestly, provide some reasoning. It really helps the teachers read through there and see what else we need to do before we start to wrap things up. And once you've handed that in, that's the end of lesson 3.4.